This video is sponsored by me. My official merch store is now online. This is a great way to support the channel and also get an awesome shirt, hoodie, mug, or a pair of socks. Link in the description. Well, hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time if you are a newcomer, in which case I have to say, sorry you stumbled across me. Today is a bit of a different kind of video. One of the most frequently asked questions on my channel is, Blaire, are you vegan? And it's asked for a few different reasons. The main one being the fact that I have this tattoo on my wrist. It's tattooed at such a weird angle, it's hard to even show you, but this is a vegan symbol. Some people are like, is that, you know, a music note? Is that a V for vagine? Which, y'all are nasty. But it is the vegan symbol. I got it when I was 18 years old, and I have been vegan, or I was vegan, for 10 years of my life, from age 14 to now 24, which is like 54 in tranny years, but moving on. So I recently stopped being vegan, and I feel like I'm a little nervous to even do this video because anytime, especially on YouTube, that you talk about veganism on the internet, it's like the floodgates are open and people have such strong feelings about it, whether they are militant vegans or they hate vegans and think they're preachy. Any vegan subscribers that are watching, I know you're out there. I hope you know I'm not attacking veganism. I was a vegan for 10 years of my life. This is just my story of why I recently stopped. I originally went vegan for ethical and health reasons. So the ethical was I didn't like factory farming. I didn't like the practices used in the killing of the animals for meat. And I also became vegan for health issues. I wanted to lose weight, and it worked. I actually lost a lot of weight very quickly upon going vegan. Once I cut out cheese especially, it felt like my weight just dropped, which was great for me at the time, but I went a little too far and I got a little skinny, as you can see in this picture. Now, things were great in the first few years of being vegan. I felt like I had more energy. I felt healthier. I felt like I looked better, and things were great. However, but once I got a little farther into veganism, I realized that my health was actually declining a little bit. I started getting extremely pale, which I'm naturally pale and I'm spray tanned right now, but I'm talking like so pale you could see every vein in my body, and it was pretty gross. I started getting extremely lethargic. And when I say lethargic, I mean there were times where I would tell my boyfriend, you know, I can't get out of bed. It's not even the matter of I don't want to get out of bed. I'm not even being lazy. It's like I can't get out of bed. I have no energy to even move my body off of this bed. There was also times where if I was getting out of bed or standing up after sitting down for not even that long of amount of time, I would feel like I was going to faint. Everything would get fuzzy. My body would go really weak, and I'd have to sit back down because for some reason, I didn't even have the energy or the strength to get myself up. I almost passed out. I'm a young, you know, in shape, supposedly eating healthy, but I'm about to faint from just sitting down in a chair for 5 minutes. And hopefully it's not TMI, but I also started getting really bad digestive issues. We all know I have reproductive issues, honey. But it was digestive issues. I would get extremely bad stomach aches from almost everything I ate. I could eat some watermelon, which is, you know, almost entirely water, and I would get stomach pains, and it was almost like my body couldn't process like any amount of food. It was really scary. And so after about 6 months of the digestive issues, the looking freakishly pale, the passing out nearly when I'm standing up out of bed or off a chair, lethargic, depression, I started saying, okay, something is wrong, something's out of balance, something's out of whack, and I have to look into it. So what I did was I went to a doctor and I got all my levels checked, and basically, lo and behold, there were several things that were extremely deficient. And keep in mind, in being vegan, I actually ate, in my mind, very healthy. I ate almost all fruits and vegetables. I ate a variety of fruits and vegetables, lots of beans, nuts, rice, all that type of stuff. So it's not like I was just eating junk food or something. But lo and behold, upon going to a doctor, I was deficient in so many things. In particular, B12, I was disastrously deficient. And if you don't know, B12 is something that is not present in plant-based foods. So, you know, being vegan, you're going to be B12 deficient unless you take supplements. So that was the first thing I was very deficient in. There were a few others, but the other big one was vitamin D. Now, he said I was the lowest in vitamin D that he had ever seen. Ever. And it's also widely known that vitamin D is not something that's easily found in plant-based foods, but a lot of vegans on YouTube will say that if you just go outside, you know, there's vitamin D in sunlight, which is true, but I'm outside in the sun all of the time. So I didn't really understand that. So basically the doctor told me, so are you vegan? I said, I'm absolutely vegan. I've been vegan for damn near a decade. And he was like, okay, so you're gonna have to either take supplements to make up for all of these things you're deficient in, which would be a lot of supplements, or you're gonna have to stop being vegan. You're gonna have to go back to eating, animal protein and animal-based foods as well as plant-based foods, which was honestly expected and unexpected for me because, I had been vegan for almost a decade with almost no health issues, but I was like, okay, my levels are super low. These aren't things I can readily get in plant-based foods. And if I want to optimize my health, live the best life I can, maybe I shouldn't be vegan. But I said, you know what? No, I'm going to keep trying. So I went out and I got supplements for every single thing I was deficient in. And listen, that got old really, really quickly. If you're new to this channel or if you don't know, I am transgender, which part of that entails taking hormones every single day to keep my levels at a normal female level. And I take 6 pills every single day just to do that. So that's just dealing with me being trans. So I'm taking all these supplements on top of taking 6 pills a day just for my hormone levels. And I'm like, okay, something has to give. I am not going to destroy my liver taking a dozen pills every single day just to make up for the fact that I'm not eating certain foods when I could just eat those certain foods. So I basically couldn't even do it. And I know to any vegans watching, it just sounds like excuses to them. I know the mindset that they're in because that's the mindset I was in for so long, especially as a teenager. I don't know. I don't see them as excuses. I see them as reasons. I was vegan for 10 years. And I think that there are a lot of valid ethical reasons to be vegan. But I would argue that there is less of an ethical reason for me to willingly put a detriment onto my own health just for the sake of not eating certain foods. And honestly, another reason I stopped being vegan is, despite probably popular belief, I hate being the center of attention. And when you're the only vegan in a group of friends or in your family or in a group setting or a business dinner or anything, you are the center of attention because you have to say, I'm vegan, so we can't go to that restaurant, or I'm vegan, so, where's the vegan menu? It's like, it's just not my gig. I don't like doing that anymore as an adult who has to go to dinners with people. And so in conclusion, I stopped being vegan because over a long period of time, my health declined. And it was very clearly linked to my diet because I figured it out. I went to a doctor and it was linked to my diet. So that is all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it and hope you guys leave, all the feedback you want in the comments. Definitely be respectful to each other though, because I know this topic gets people so heated. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. YouTube recently demonetized all of my videos. If you'd like to support this channel, fight YouTube censorship, and keep the videos coming, please consider pledging on patreon.com/BlaireWhite.